Greetings and welcome back, dear listeners. We are back in our Spelljammers campaign, Romance of the Shift Kingdoms. And last time we were in, all of our players were blasted to different planes, and the seer was in a world of music. Harry got blasted down into the underworld and had to deal with, underworld and pizza restaurant shenanigans. Everin and Figs, they dealt with wrestling in a concert with, wrestling in a concert. And then Figs dealt with, not Figs, I'm sorry. And then Bella, you just got wined and dined. Now, that wasn't all that happened because, granted, you did happen to come across Tharizdun in a very peculiar situation. And you have been reunited with your friends, but, as you found out, they're being put on trial for the attempted murder of Tharizdun and the murder, apparently, of Everin Andelson.
Okay.
And all except for Dear Harry. Dear Harry's the bailiff. He has nothing to worry about. But ever since you went and saw your dear friends the other day, there was a troubling rumor you've heard recently.
Okay.
Well, you've heard recently that, the doctor has been getting an interesting visitor. But, someone that you actually are very acquainted with, the young lady that is your benefactor, the very soft-spoken young lady, Marie.
Yes.
She's been visiting the doctor quite a bit as of late.
Okay.
And, when you asked Nibbles what he saw, all Nibbles just, he drew a picture and it showed Marie sitting in the doctor's lap. And the doctor's face was, colored in pink. And Nibbles just taps their, paw just to signify that this has been happening. Oh.
Yeah. The only outward sign of her annoyance is Bella's tail swishing from side to side, agitated, because she's not entirely sure how she feels about the doctor just yet. I mean, on one hand, he's her brother-in-law. On the other hand, he is definitely good looking enough that she might have a tiny little bit of crush, but also brother-in-law, and it's that's awkward. But this is even more awkward because excuse her, that's her brother-in-law.
Oh.
So she doesn't know what to make of this.
Well, as you're sitting there lost in thought, as if on cue, how before she was dressed all dainty and proper, had the big female powdered wig that Marie Antoinette was famous for. Yeah. Now she's just wearing a bell dress that really accentuates her figure. Her bust is really pumped up. She has her hair down, and it is just a beautiful jet black. And she now has her makeup done to where instead of it would be light coloring, it's actually a lot of dark accents. She has
the dress.
Oh, you're asking the right questions. This dress seems weird.
Okay.
Because it doesn't seem... Give me an Arcana roll, actually.
Okay. Oh, God.
I have to reward you for asking the right questions. So you know what? I'm gonna let the dice decide how much you're gonna know about.
That is a 6 straight. I don't like this dice.
You know what? As I always tell everyone, failure does... Just because your dice roll does not necessarily mean failure. Yeah. So...
Fail forward, yeah.
I will allow you this. You can tell that it's not fabric because as you look at it, it's as if you're looking at a starry sky, and it has the shimmering effect of the the Aurora Borealis. Oh my God, I actually was able to say it. So It has that shimmering, glimmering color change that the Aurora Borealis has.
Yep.
But at the same time, it looks like you're looking at a Milky Way of stars. And this is a freebie for you.
Yeah.
Is her feet on the ground? You can't even see if there's even feet under her. It's like she's...
Yeah, I'm giving it a very careful, close look. What What is that dress that you're wearing?
Oh, this old thing?
It doesn't look old.
Oh, this what? Oh, honey, this. Oh, my dear. This was my wedding gown.
Oh,
Back when I was with him. With. Oh,
him?
oh. The only man who could just make me melt in their arms.
May I have a name?
Oh, of course. His name is Tartarus.
Out of character to Taurus.
Tartarus. So
Oh.
you've heard that name be used to describe a prison for like ancients. So in Greek mythology, Tartarus is the prison for the Titans.
I'm
So
aware.
think
I
of
know.
it like that in Spelljammers. Like,
Right.
oh,
Oh, did he pass then?
well, I thought he was lost to me a long time ago. A naughty little boy got angry and decided to rebel. And my dear husband.
But wouldn't that make it all the more sweeter? Because he was himself.
Oh, I can't say I don't like his new form. I mean, he is quite a impeccable figure now. I mean, I'm sure he's made quite a few ladies fall weak in the knee.
He sounds like he would still make you fall weak in the knee.
Oh, of course.
That is what one wants for a husband, right? That when you see them, you fall so weak in the knee. You just want them to sweep you off your feet.
Seems to me you know a thing or two about love, my dear.
I just know what I want. That's all.
Well, let me tell you, I know what I want too. I've waited close to 3 millennia to have my man. And she's getting close to you to where, like, her chest is bumping up against yours, Finner. Up against yours, Bella. And she's just, you know what? No more games. Because I have a feeling things are going to be changing anyway. My name is not Marie. My name is Genova. Oh, I wouldn't expect you to remember me.
There is a lot I do not know, but there is a lot I want to know. So, please enlighten me.
Well, before there was anything, there was the primordials, and then there was the ancients. I happen to be one of said ancients, one of the more powerful. My beautiful husband, he was the second most powerful, and we helped to bring life in this universe from the primordials' beautiful song.
So, you would be likened to gods, then?
The idea of a god is someone that you can call upon for help. I do not offer said thing. I just brought life into this universe. Oh, 1 second, guys.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that again because you had background interference?
Exactly, I was making sure that they stepped away. So, I am not a god. A god is the belief is someone who will come to answer your prayers. Mm-hmm. I have never offered said thing. I am just a creator. Someone who was inspired by the rhythm of the universe. So,
I see.
No god, just something ancient.
For a brief moment, there is a thoughtful look on Bella's face, and then it's gone. Right, well, I have heard that you have been visiting one of my friends in prison.
Finally, we get to the topic at hand that I've been waiting to discuss.
I would prefer that you didn't. He is my brother-in-law.
And he is my husband.
Really now? I believe he is married to my sister. His spirit is still out there.
The time he was with Tiamat has passed. Even he has recognized that he has loved her, but the person that loved her passed away when she passed away. I have been patient, and I allowed my love to... I would never separate him from someone. If he was to tell me that his heart still belonged to her, then yes, I would happily walk away. But it seems I might know him a little bit better than you, because I heard him clearly in the Feywilds tell Chroma that kind of love for Tiamat is gone.
The more Genova speaks,
the
brighter the gold flares in Belmire's eyes. like the fiery gold.
Oh.
I do not like games, and I do not appreciate people attempting to tell me what I do and do not know. I will speak with him myself without your interference.
I will let you know I have done nothing and said nothing to try to persuade and turn him
I
against
know you have been on his lap multiple times.
Oh, honey, that's just because I have been very excited. He's, like I said,
How
the person
close?
you...
How close is she to Belmire?
You
Like,
two are within inches, face to face.
Excellent. Because that golden glow in my eyes, where is it? Where are my spells? Hang on. That golden glow is now taking on spell. Is now taking on a sickening look as I cast Sickening Radiance on her. That is a 4th level spell.
I'll tell you right now, she is... So, you may be thinking I'll say, oh, well, she's immortal. Nope. Just because she's an ancient does not mean she's immortal.
You have
so
to make
this will do damage.
Throw of 16, please.
Ooh. You know what? I'm going to have her roll that with disadvantage.
Okay.
So she rolled an 8.
And she takes 24 radiant damage.
And you said radiant damage?
Yes, radiant damage.
So how much did you say that was for?
24.
That's going to get doubled since it was radiant damage. It's not so... Because she was an ancient, she comes from a time before any kind of radiant light was really appearing. So any kind of radiant damage will hurt an ancient very badly.
Okay.
And she just lets out a cry as she backs away. And what descends really quickly to step in front of her, it's as if it's a shadow.
Yeah.
But it's someone just dropping down to their knee really quickly, and it's a gigantic black wing that had descended real quickly.
Can I Sephiroth? I mean,
Oh.
Edit that out.
Oh no, you're I hate to say it, God, we look,
edit that out.
Sephi, it's fine, you're fine. It's so we just been calling him Sephi. So Sephi, it's not spelled with an S, dang it, it's a C. So
okay.
So Sephi, he just looks at you, Belmire.
Yeah.
And at first he looked like he was going to reach for what would be a hilt, but he stops his hand. And he turns to Jenova and he goes, all right, Mom, what did you say? How did you provoke her?
Go on, tell him.
Fine.
Before you do, just for visual sake,
Mm-hmm.
the look on Belmire's face, especially when she cast the Sickening Radiance, was one of pure fury and anger, and the smile was sort of jagged, almost as if she likes putting people in their place. But now her face is dropped back to cold disinterest. Like, she is what she was raised to be by the cold.
So
she's not ashamed of it.
It's like, look, I know there's way more going on here than appearances appear, than what's going on, than I could see, Mom. So what's going on? Fine. Yes, I will admit I was antagonizing Belmire here. And yes, I have been a little aggressive in my approach with Tartarus. Mother, you know he goes by a new name now. He's a new man. And you agreed that it's his choice who he'll go to. It's his heart. That's... You know how things work, Mom. That wouldn't be right.
So she was deliberately antagonizing or pushing herself on him when she was in his lap.
Yes. Look, I'm happy to see my dad again because that's my greatest failure in life, was the moment Tharizdun killed my dad, and I couldn't stop it.
My condolences.
It's fine.
No. It cannot be easy knowing that I am to marry him.
There is so much more going on, and that's how much I respect my mother's decisions and those that guide fate. For my own vendettas, I will steady my hand. And it's because of that patience I have learned to look at the bigger picture. I know how my mother is. I know how she likes to jab at people. And yes, she was trying to ensure that everything goes right, that your heart would fall for Tharizdun, and that she could, so to say, get rid of the competition.
Of course. Who's to say that I don't want all the hot men around me? I mean, I was raised to be queen of the cluster, or near enough. Just to say I don't want all the good-looking guys to fawn over me.
Sephi he gives you that look of just like, it's so he had his attention. Now he was intrigued by what you said. Now you have his attention. Just
Belmaya's grin is just the Cheshire grin of, this is what you get when you give me power, and I don't have to actually take it from anyone forcibly.
Mom, I do believe you're in for some interesting competition here.
Either way, I believe I'm going to visit my brother-in-law and ask him his entire take of the situation. If you could please keep your mother from interrupting us, that would be wonderful.
Mother, how about a show of peace? How about you do that? But son, Mom, they could use the help for this. So I can't tell you everything, but as you're gonna head out, I just want you to remember this, Belmeyer.
Yes?
The lady is coming.
The lady is coming.
Be ready. And
is there any...
Oh.
Can you give me any more information on the lady? Or no?
Sephi is going to reach into his jacket, and he's just going to put down a talisman. It has an image on it. So it looks like a mask. The face looks like a stone mask. And behind it, you see a bunch of swords sticking behind the face.
Okay.
And he just says that is her symbol.
May I take the talisman?
Of course.
Thank you. And I stuff it in my bag of holding that has far too much crap in it now.
As you're stuffing that in, another visitor has just been leaving the prison area. And so the last time you saw Gary, they were taking a masculine form. So they spelled their name Gary as Gary. Now they're taking more of a feminine body form, and they're now spelling their name Geri.
Quick question, DM. Is this Gary the Mind Flayer?
No, Gary. Jerry's dead. Gary is a mimic.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to reveal something fun for you here in a second, because as Gary is approaching, Genova looks at Gary. Gary looks at Genova, and Gary just goes, "Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you since the creation of everything." And Genova just goes, "Oh, how many mimics are left now? Not many. Oh, Belmeyer."
Yes.
I hope you had a relaxing time when you were at the stay at the tavern.
I did. Thank you very much. It was much appreciated. And I hope you had one too.
Well, when you actually get a chance to go back there, my dear Seer is actually babysitting our beautiful little child, Oracle.
I will definitely have to go say hello. We're family.
I knew I sensed something peculiar about you.
Apparently, I have a lot of family around, and for another brief moment, her face just morphs into a thoughtful look, and then she's just like, "I have a lot of family around, apparently."
Oh.
Out of character, she is slowly starting to realize she may or may not be a demigod. Very slowly, the cogs are turning.
You don't know how correct you are there? So there's a reason why there's not any other tieflings?
Yeah. Well,
tieflings are my classification of demigod.
Just still out of character. Once she comes to that, there's gonna be glorious roleplay from that.
So I was just letting you know, out of character, that you're actually 100% correct. So, and Genova actually goes and hugs Jerry, and Jerry hugs Genova and goes, it's been good seeing you again, my dear. It's like, well, if you keep visiting that one this much, we'll be seeing a lot more of each other. They wave goodbye to each other, and she goes, "All right, Miss Bellmeyer, I'll be taking my leave now because I can see you're giving me the eye, making sure I'm true to my word."
I would have much appreciated if you were.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And with that, I'm going to go visit the doctor.
Yay! So, my dear prisoners. Well, we're going to rewind a little bit to just before Gary was leaving and has brought Oracle over to see their daddy.
Precious darling.
Oh, you two just look so adorable together.
Oh, what can I say, dearie? She has her mother's striking good looks.
Gary just turns fluorescent pink.
I do always appreciate these visits. You have no idea how much they mean to me.
Yes. Well, anytime I get to spend extra with you is a plus, but I have also been able to take out all the information you've been wanting to have brought out to all the parties that need to be told. And I have some interesting news for you as well.
Oh, do you now?
Yes, and it actually involves your friend Fix, their fiancé, Bastion.
And what pertains my dear sweet Bastion?
Well, there's been a massive outcry for him to have him take the seat of the throne, to be the emperor of the cluster.
Well, it's a dangerous road, but I will support it.
And,
Yeah.
Bastion's mother, Trillium, had asked me to deliver this letter for you. Don't worry, I didn't open or read it. I respect your privacy, my love. And she
Trillium?
hands you your letter.
The CEO takes the letter,
Mm-hmm.
and he slowly sinks down on his bed.
All right.
He's going to put Oracle down, and he's going to open the letter. His hands are going to be trembling, because this is going to be the very first time he spoke with her in quite a while. He opens the letter, and he reads it.
Hello, son.
What?
How long has it been since I said those words? When the ship was reborn, my own reincarnated form and soul had merged together with this new Trillium. I'm back, son. Your mother is back. And I'm so proud of you. Things you have accomplished, things you've done, people you've touched. You are everything I hoped you would be. And I know you will hate to hear this, but everything your father hoped you would be. My son, when you're ready, we will meet to speak. That's where the letter leaves off.
The letter drops from my hand, and I just need a moment to wipe my eyes.
Oracle wraps her little backpack arms around her daddy.
Oh, sweet, sweet Oracle. I'm okay. Your daddy's fine. He picks her up and he hugs her. I stand up and I hug Gary too.
Gary holds you tightly. I can tell whatever words were written in that letter mean a lot to you. When you're ready, you can tell me.
They mean more to me than you will ever know. And whenever I get out of here, I will tell you a lot. But as for now, I want to thank you for everything that you've done for me. And I kiss Gary on the cheek.
Even brighter pink.
Oh, you're always so cute when I get to make you blush. And everything is set in motion.
And I will also let you know that there's also been word that the Church of the Pale Queen has actually been converted to the Church of Figs, or the Church of the Lady, and there's rumors that they might possibly attack the trial.
If that's the case, dearie, then I need you to keep our daughter safe.
Don't worry, I will keep her. I want to be there, but there's no way, if there's even the possibility or chance of that happening, that I could have her around that.
You have everything that you need, and if you need anything else that I can provide, just say the word, my dear, and I shall provide it.
That's what made me fall for you. Just that quick wit.
I do my best, dearie.
Of course, darling. So I'm gonna head out for now. Be safe.
You too. I slap on the behind as she walks out.
She just gives you a wink and a little shake of the hips.
You know I'm gonna get out of here one way or another, dearie.
And she blows you a kiss at that remark. You have some time before the figs will be showing up in here. Is there anything you wish to say to your fellow cellmates?
Hey, dearies, it has been an interesting time in here. The chaos, the mayhem, and the debauchery, very glorious. And I do appreciate that you all kept very quiet while I spent time with my daughter. As you know, that is the best choice you can possibly do for your lives. I give my daughter a sweet kiss on the cheek. That's right, my sweet darling. There's no prison that's gonna corrupt you. Not while I'm around. Even the gates of hell is gonna be child friendly with me. So, my dearies, however things turn out, you will always be in my sweetest memories. Except for you, Jeff. You're weird.
You would say that because I cover myself in goo.
It's not the right kind of goo, dearie!
I get it from the corner and I like it.
It's artificial. You always want to go natural.
Just some strange green goo. Just for somehow, some way, this corner it keeps getting more of it, and Jeff just slathers himself in it.
I look at Oracle, and that's the type of man that you will always stay away from.
Yes, Mom.
Close enough.
Yeah. So Jeff is just calling me goo.
Dearie, my daughter's right here. Otherwise, I give you something.
Oh, I could have had things. Jeff just goes back to his corner and you just hear the...
I'll be sure to write and visit, possibly. We'll see.
Hey.
Yes?
You. So, you friends with that changeling over there?
I am, dearie.
You want to be careful with that one.
Do tell.
See, got this eye. Dying God gave me their eye. I see things like so, and when I look at her, it makes my eye hurt really, 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 really bad.
I want to do perception.
Go right ahead.
Because I find this very interesting. It probably would have helped if I had rolled 20 up.
Just to give a little more painting as you're getting that up. He literally just looks and says, like, it just robs. The pain is intense when I gaze at her.
Do tell.
Like I said, this eye of mine given me by dead God. Go ahead, give that perception roll.
Oh, I did. It's on roll 20.
Oh, I gotta roll down. Oh. The only thing you can really gaze from it is that's definitely not, he's telling you the truth on something, because you can feel some powerful magic beaming off from that eye, and you can see the scar from where it was implanted. But
what about insight?
Give me an insight roll.
25.
You got a nat 20 on that. So here it all is. He's telling you 100% truth. He's not lying to you. He's not trying to lead you into a trap. He's genuinely telling you how he feels is that when he looks at figs, his eye hurts. Not his human eye, his God eye.
And let me ask the gentleman, what's the meaning when his God eye hurts?
You see, that's what makes me scared and made me have to tell you to be careful of her. I can gaze upon Thar. When I look at Tharizdun, I can see his real form. I can see the fact that he is just a shattered and fragile thing from how many times he's split his soul into pieces. I can see all that with this eye. I can see the truth of that foxy lady that comes in here, that doctor guy. I can even see his true form that he's unaware of. All of that, and my eye is fine. But I look at your friend over there. If he goes, allow me to demonstrate, and he stares at Figs, and then literally the eye just starts to turn bloodshot, and a stream of blood starts to drip down. A tear of blood stream starts going down his cheek, and he closes his eye and looks away from her.
Ooh.
You see, like I can see what you really are. That's why I'm telling you.
Oh, dearie, this has got very interesting.
Wait. You don't know what you are, do you?
What I am?
Yeah.
I am many things, dearie. But if you can tell me something that I am not aware of, please do so.
I can tell you that this eye is definitely related to you. More very related to your father. This is your grandfather's eye. And
Eggs.
remember, and as I said, this is a god's eye.
My grandfather's eye.
Yes,
You have.
I
My
didn't steal
grandfather.
it. I didn't steal it from him.
Oh no.
He gave this to me.
Oh, that's intriguing. And why would he give it to you specifically?
Well, I was the wet nurse of the gods.
You have my condolences, dearie. It's not an easy job, trust me.
Things I've seen, but I took pride in my job. My last job was to rear and bring in demigods.
Huh. Please, go on.
Yes, the first of the demigods was your father. Second was that one who is to be the judge, Belmeyer. But then something happened. It was predicted Merlin would never have a child, but here you stand.
Apparently, I break logic in many ways, dearie. Please continue.
Yes, I remember your birth. Many things were signaled that day that things would be changing. Let me ask you, when you were in the different planes, I can still see the energy on you, as you were in a foreign plane. People, they didn't know about the astral sea, did they?
No, they did not.
That's because we're hidden away. The multiverse has been disrupted, the route sealed, especially us, with how hard it is to go in between planes. But astral sea, we've been locked away from everyone else. Granted, our fate is nowhere near as bad as what happened to those poor Humblewood denizens.
The people of Humblewood. Why do I recognize that name?
Yes, you see, when the universe was created by Genova, they came into existence by their own will. That's why they have the other name, the Tulpas. If they believe it, it comes to be. Very dangerous is someone from Humblewood.
I would say.
They are what you would call the true gods. Because even with the birth of the universe from fate and all that, they willed themselves into creation. They were the ones that helped create the chains for Tharizdun. And they were the ones to lay in place for the birth sigil.
The Both sigil.
Yes, we need the center.
And how am I supposed to obtain it? Though I'm not complaining, I do love a difficult challenge. Easy ones are too boring.
Let me look at your friend one last time. The eye explodes. The old crone drops to their knee, and they weakly pull themselves up to their bars. I see I was wrong. I was wrong. Don't fear that one. Trust in what they do. There will come a moment when you will question their choice, but believe in it, and sigil will come.
Before anything else, you said that you saw me, the true me.
Yes,
But you never said what I was.
you're just exactly as what your father was, what Belmeyer is. You're a demigod. You're exactly what Merlin always was destined to be, the Planeswalker.
So I can travel through different realms.
Yes,
Oh my. A very powerful gift that even I shall not abuse. Much to my disappointment.
but
Even I have my limits.
you must be strong for what's coming in this trial.
I'm
Just-
gonna hold my daughter closer, and I'm gonna look at this gentleman.
You actually can't
Can-
tell if the crone is male or female.
Oh, gentleman as in a person in general.
Gotcha.
I'm never really specific with the gender, hence why I say dearie. I don't want to be offensive.
I gotcha.
But, well, for those who are listening, but I'm going to look at the person. I will be as strong as I have to be. Because for the sake of my daughter, there is no limit I will not cross in order to protect her.
That's what I need to hear. Yes. I also, the last thing I saw with my eye, I saw swords, and they were beautiful. And the old crone disappears.
Now, he saw my soul?
You give me an insight roll.
An inside roll.
Insight.
Insight. Okay. Oh,
The only thing you can decipher is he was not talking about you. That wasn't about your soul.
But I'm going to assume it's from someone I know.
Maybe.
I take that as a yes, Derry. Well, that was a lot of information. And very, very helpful. This trial is gonna be so much fun. I look at my daughter, and don't worry, dearie. No matter what happens, always remember, Daddy loves you more than anything else.
In that touching moment, I need to go to Figs.
Yes.
Well, when that old crone was talking, your heart started to beat. And you could feel that piece of the reality wheel was moving from your stomach. It was moving up, and it's fused with your heart.
I imagine she doesn't look great right now.
You look like shit. And I'm possibly going to imagine that it's not helping that you're seeing a very interesting individual across the bars from you. They have 6 arms. It kind of looks like their limbs. They kind of remind you of like a doll. They have like a witch cap, a witch's hat. One eye is closed, and the symbol of a sword is over the left eye. Hello there, little one. Don't worry, no one else can see, no one else can hear me. And even if you speak to me, no one else will see anything going on.
Doesn't really help to make me feel less crazy.
Oh, you're something much more than crazy now. We've waited a very long time for this. I gave up my body for this. So long I've waited. The stars are finally going to move in motion again.
Well, things have to end at some point.
Oh, you're very mistaken. Who says things are going to end? They have just begun for you.
Some things are going to end.
Now, I've read your story. I've seen it all up till now. And I can tell you right now that the price that must be paid, you'll pay it gladly. A being of great power must be sacrificed for her birth to be brought into this world. Give us Tharizdun. If you do that, you will become something amazing.
I didn't need any promise of that. It will be done.
Then, yeah, it's so close. Sigil is coming. And, my dear, you can call me Annie. As the individual just stands there, towering height, it's impossibly tall, as she just backs away and drifts into like a mist-like form. So that Jasmine dagger has changed, Figs. It's not even a weapon anymore. It's a crown.
Oh.
Yeah. It's very dull right now, though. It has no gleam, no shine. It has jewels and things embedded into it, and looks like it should give off a brilliance to it, but as of right now, there's nothing to it. It's just plain. not worth the rare metal that it's been forged in. Maybe it's not in the right sitting, the right scenario for it to be its true power, is what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and on your left hand, you see a sigil with the form of it's like a black sun, tribal sun with swords all around it.
Sister, like, son of a bitch. What's it this time?
So I was going to say that Zarathos was going to try to communicate with you, but all instance of him has fled in fear of you. Like, and you know definitely if you try to call him, he ain't coming.
Which I probably have tried before.
Just you terrify the shit out of him.
Can I try and do a roll to see things I could do currently?
Yes.
Because I know my magic didn't work initially in here.
Okay, so this is where the fun's about to really begin for you, Figs.
So, what would I need to roll?
Well, I need to find out how you feel about what's about to happen. So, one of the prisoners across from you, you can hear his thoughts as he looks at you, and everything sounds like a garbled mess, but you hear one word and it infuriates you. And it's the word goddess.
Yep. Yeah, she's... The very thought pisses her off.
It enrages you. Roll me just a flat D20.
That is a 16.
The man is pinned to the wall with a sword in his chest.
Oh. Yeah, she's stunned right now.
Your rage is quelled, though. You're not as mad, and just every prisoner that just saw that is just, holy shit! Hey, that sword looks really expensive. Expensive, guys. That thing looks... It looks like it just sliced anything it comes into contact with it. I ain't touching it. I just got my hand cut off. I ain't touching anything else. There's just a crowd gathered looking at that sword. Just staring at it.
Would she, besides the rage, would she generally feel better? Like...
Oh, you feel great.
Oh.
You feel fucking awesome. You feel so good right now. In your mind's eye, you're shown a view of this old crone inside of a maze going, God damn it. Stuck in the maze.
Okay, so
and that makes you feel even better. And then you see this magnificent, gargantuan city on a platform. The size of this city, it could not be described in words. And the more you see it, you're just home.
Can I try something else?
Yep.
I would like to see how far I can stretch the walls of my cell.
Wait, you want to do what?
See how far I can stretch the walls of my cell.
Oh, you're feeling so good. So amazing. Just give me an Arcana roll.
Okay. That is 16.
You remember Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
You remember when he was using his magic, how it looked?
Hmm.
That's what your cell is doing right now.
Oh,
You walk, and it just grows larger and larger as you're walking.
hmm.
Literally, as you're looking, you're just manipulating matter, changing it. But this isn't magic. This is something even greater than that.
Hmm. Well, since she's kind of high off of whatever is happening right now, I don't think she wants to wait for the trial to start. I think she wants to bring everyone to it.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Figs!
Tee.
You know what? We're going to do this like this. Before everyone gets zapped, I'm going to let everyone have a scene real quick.
Oh, yeah, no, I imagine that. That's what she wants to do next.
I will let you have that, Figs, but first I'm going to let everyone else have a good scene before that happens. just to be fair.
Yeah.
Doctor.
That is me, the Doctor.
We're going to rewind before all of this started to happen. Genova has just left her daily visit of seeing and giving you all that really delicious flirting. But there is one thing you have learned through all of this is that she's not playing a game. Her feelings are genuine. Even if she is a little being a little very straightforward with it.
So just want to add real fast. They had to move me to a new cell because all the hump marks in the walls and the concrete. The doctor has been very bent up with all these visits, and he's trying to do right and hold out, see how things kind of go with Bella, and just kind of decide from there. But at the same time, he's like losing more and more will to kind of hold back from these very forward advances from Genova. So it's a bit of a pickle, and so now I'm just practicing meditating, trying to focus on my new power, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm just like floating around in my cell.
You hear a little rhythmic tapping on your bar. Hello,
Yeah,
Tartarus.
I open my eyes to see who it is.
Tharizdun, may I come in?
Well, it never stopped you from doing something to me before, so come on in, son.
He comes in and he puts a board on the ground between you, and he starts putting pieces on the board. I thought we'd play a game. We haven't been in a long time. I'm just here to talk.
All right, very well.
What do you want? What is your end goal?
My end goal?
You have to want something. What do you want?
Well, I don't quite remember everything from my Tartarus days. I suppose I want the same thing I've always wanted since the very beginning. I just want to be with my family. I want to be with those I love and have peace. I'm not interested in ruling the world or the multiverse. I'm not interested in power or wealth or fame. I guess I want the same thing you do, son. I want love.
You checkmate Tharizdun quickly, and he just chuckles like, always, you beat me again. I wanted something of my own. I wanted that feeling. You all, so easy for you to be able to create something that's not out to destroy, that's not out to manipulate, that's just there to give out beauty and love. You all can do that so easily, but that doesn't come to me. The only things that come to me is creating concepts like death, lying, misery. I wanted just to have something beautiful like this astral sea. I just want a plane that's mine, and I have my subjects that love me, and I get to watch them have their lives.
You could have talked to me instead of murdering me and using my body as ships for this fantasy of yours. You could have just talked to me and your mother in the beginning. I wouldn't be opposed to making your own universe. Something just for you. But no, you had to get all egotistical, murder all your siblings, and me.
I've had so long to sit and think. Trillions of lives I've snuffed out. And yes, I should have just talked to you. I've come so far, and I'm scared of what's coming next.
Well,
I've broken so many rules. I've battled against the natural order so much. Father, I've seen what's beyond the great cosmology wheel. I see those that govern it.
and you managed to piss off every one of them. Tharizdun, I'm going to tell you something that for all the hundreds of trillions of lives, no one ever figured out. But when Genova and I created all this, we added a little. We do have an inherent nature from our birth, but we also have a second one. There's the nature we're born with, and then we have a second one that we choose. Our little gift to all the species, all the lives, that if you don't like how you are, you have the will to change it. Now, screwing with the whole fabric of reality, probably not the best idea, but I'm going to say something that you'll probably never hear someone say for you. I forgive you, and I feel sorry for you. I'm going to gently hug Tharizdun. There's a price to pay for everything, son. And what you're going to have to pay, there's nothing I can do to help you from. But with me regaining some of my memories, I do want you to know whatever happens, I still love you. I'm going to go grab some hooch from under my bed. I'm going to offer him some. Don't worry, it's not poison.
Tharizdun takes it.
We're going to clink our little metal cups together.
You clink and you drink. Why does that rhyme so perfectly well? But yes, you clink and then you drink. And goddamn, that was such a beautiful moment. That's where we'll pause, because that's when both of you are transported away. Harry, my faithful bailiff.
Yes, I'm here.
Harry, as you're going, you're walking, and that woman that I had described, that Figs had seen, everything had gone black, and you just see what looks like a large rock, and that figure is sitting there. The final piece of my puzzle. A man outside of all the worlds. Hello, traveler. Well, hello, Harry.
Hello.
My name is Ani, and I have the power to grant your greatest wish.
My greatest wish.
Yes, be it that bring your father back to life, to maybe even transport that troublesome female who is obsessed with you to a plane of just fire, or even provide you with the greatest ship to travel the multiverse. Whatever your desire is, I will grant it. The only price is for you to accept your destiny.
My destiny? What would that be?
Why, there always needs to be a balance. She will protect the planes, but you will protect the wheel.
Has anyone told Harry what the wheel is?
You know what? I'm going to say I don't think Harry is dumb. I want you to just give me a history check.
All right.
Because I think Harry's a smart guy, and I'm sure he's... Let's see the roll of the dice.
Let me check my character sheet.
Because I've been thinking of Harry as an adventurer. I mean, odds are maybe he did run into some people who talked about the great cosmology wheel. Maybe. So let's see.
All right. 1 second. I gotta see what I forgot what my int is. I know it's decent.
No. You're perfectly fine.
Character sheet. That's
You
a
are
16.
good. That's more than enough. Yeah, Harry, in your traveling, you've been to places to where you've read and you've heard about the great cosmology wheel. This is the wheel that governs all the natural laws of the multiverse. Like, the whole ideas and concepts of good and evil comes from the great cosmology wheel. And you just so happen to have a shard of that in your pocket.
I think Gary, or no, not Gary, Harry pulls the shard out and he looks at it from almost like, and he thinks, and he's like,
it becomes a gargantuan, magnificent sword. but when it goes into your hand, it feels like air. There's no weight for you as you swing it.
And why? I think he looks at this figure and goes, "And why? Why is this my destiny? I'm just a simple thief."
A simple thief that has who has exceeded everyone's expectations every single turn of the dice. Well, roll of the dice, they would say. You're so much more than just a thief, Harry. And for the Protector, we needed someone who is from outside of our planes. And
Wait, what do you mean by that?
You're a traveler. It's outside of our planes, meaning you come from a universe that is completely different from ours. Different rules, different laws governing many things.
I know this. Wait, does Harry know that? Does this? I hate that I keep on saying that, but Barry has been involved on the sidelines, so I think it makes sense that he would question.
This one I will agree with you on. Yes, I will say, Harry, you're like, wait, what? Come again now?
Yeah, it's like. Now I'm thinking because now I think about it, I think Gary starts to raise a finger like to say what it goes, and he stops and he thinks about it and he says, "This has to do with what my father did, didn't it, when he set off the bomb?"
Yes, Harry. Exactly. A being outside of the planes, that's when you were born and created. You are a being outside of the planes. And that is the only one who could be the protector of the wheel.
You know, I hate that we didn't do this solo session before this, because then I think you would have better answers. But I think he thinks, and he says, and being this protector, it would give me the power to protect my friends I've made along the way, right?
And then some. You'll have the power to protecting the friends you've made along the way will come very easily. The best way for me to put this is, she is going to become the shield and you are to become the spear. I will say this job does ask you to travel a lot, so there is that benefit.
Will I get to choose the crew I travel with?
Of course, Harry. If I am to ask you of this, I am going to make sure that you're happy and pleased. And
Brian, do you remember what we named the Tabaxi?
goodness, it'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. But I know what you think. You definitely want him on the crew.
Oh no. I was thinking about another nod.
Oh, okay. So Annie extends her hand and asks, "So are you willing to accept?"
I'm willing to accept, but can I get back to you on the whole wish thing?
Take your time. There's no time limit on that. And soon the time will come where you will get to see exactly how much power you have to protect everyone. On your right hand, Harry, it's a sigil, but this one, it has the flame tribal effect, but at the same time, it looks like a wolf in a lion's head with a giant sword behind it.
I think Harry takes their hand. And shakes.
She shakes your hand, and then as she does, she disappears into a sparkling dust. Hey, Harry, you there? Hey,
What? Wait.
a furry clawed hand is like waving in your face. Harry, you there, man?
Oh, yeah. I'm here. Yeah. I just had a crazy dream, man.
Well, it's about to get crazier because we're supposed to bring bring Chow to that so-called Everin changeling mimic thing.
Oh, right. Shit. Okay. I think he instinctively checks his hand.
You see the sigil?
Oh boy. Okay. I think he gets up and he's like, all right, let's do this. Things can't get crazier than they already are.
And you look to the left side of your waist. So the hilt of that big giant sword is on the left side of your waist, but there's no blade. It's just the hilt.
The hell?
It's staying perfectly there attached to your waist as if it's like in a hilt, but yeah. Well, it's in a holster, but yeah. Are you gonna grab it or do you just leave it for now?
I think that yeah, he's gonna grab it.
Now,
And
it doesn't just feel like a sword hilt. It feels like there's a blade there. Do you give it a swing?
yeah.
Okay. So, as you cut into the air, what literally looks like dimensional space splits in half, and you see what looks like an anthropomorphic peppermint candy in. It looks like he's in a shower, but his shower is like soda, and he has like shampoo of like cotton candy on his head, and he just looks at you and goes, "Ah!" And like,
What
covered.
the hell?
Oh my god! And then,
Does he perhaps have a butler suit ready to wear?
yes.
Waiting? That's what I thought.
And then it slowly seals up.
Oh, that'll be useful.
Do you want to give me an Arcana roll
All right.
to see if you can
Okay.
put 2 and 2 together real quick? I want to see if you can figure this out.
Let me double check something. I think I have something I can do for this. Let me check. Okay. What tool proficiency do I have? Alright, I'm just gonna say it's a 14.
So it's almost enough. So I'm going to give you this much information. So you get the idea that wasn't by coincidence. That this sword literally you can cut into different planes. And that it's keyed on your concentration, that maybe the more concentration you give into this, you could even pinpoint perfectly to where you're going to land and where you're going to cut into.
Sorry, could you repeat that last part, Ryan?
So as long as you're concentrating you have perfect concentration, your heart's into it, you can perfectly pinpoint what plane you're going to cut into.
Oh, interesting.
And
Yeah, useful too.
And in the right plane, in the right scenario, the blade will fully appear. But as of right now, it just appears as invisible. The right conditions have to be met.
Okay.
As you're walking, you feel this about your sword. You put the hilt back to your side of your waist, and this is when you come to the very dangerous prisoner Everin's door. As you're going out to open it, Everin,
Yes.
for you've been one of the top prisoners. You were instantly taken from your friends.
Yeah, apparently I'm a changeling or a shapeshifter?
You're a dirty shapeshifter who's taken the shape of Everin Andelson to try to lie to everyone and trick them up. You fiend!
Yeah. And apparently blood tests don't exist?
Do what now?
That's what I thought. But no, seriously, I had in mind that if anyone questioned who or what I was, I'd be like, test my blood. I'm me.
But no, in all honesty, they don't even, they fear the idea, they think that even changelings can even change the blood. How far
sounds about right.
How far does the changelings' abilities to morph themselves go? Same thing with mimics. Mimics are ancients. Oh, and that's another thing, is that mimics come from before the universes were even created. They're what I call ancients.
Okay.
Just one of the denizens that are called ancients.
Gotcha.
The Doctor has actually been revealed to be one of these denizens as well. He is the reincarnation of Tartarus.
Yeah, I heard that.
The father and creator of the universe with Genova.
I heard that too.
Yes.
So, I am the dangerous prisoner, huh?
Yes.
I can only imagine what my cell must look like.
This is where it gets weird.
Oh, this is where it gets weird. All right.
So a sex dungeon.
Oh God.
Really going to subvert everything. Seems like a normal bedroom.
Somebody knows I'm me.
And the first day that you are brought down there, the guards are told just to leave you there and that you are to walk in there yourself. And when you go in, there's Stars Dune just sitting there waiting for you.
Oh. Hello, you.
Hello, Solar. Oh, hold on. Let's skip the games. Everin Andelson.
Thara's Dune. Or would you prefer I call you Father?
Oh, you don't have to go that far, Ed. We both know I'm not really your dad. I'm just using this body for what I need. I mean, your dad's already helped me so much to achieve my goals, you know?
Yeah.
Your family has been crucial to me achieving my plans, because I would have never been able to break Merlin myself if it wasn't for your father. And he didn't even realize it.
And, since I am obviously your prisoner, what exactly are your plans for me?
Actually, you're my guest.
Excuse me?
You're my guest.
Okay, so I'm hearing correctly. I'm your guest.
Something's about to happen, and you're going to be the jury.
Oh, am I?
I'm not stupid. I know what's been happening, and I know what my mother planned. I upset the wrong individuals. I have broken too many laws.
And you're scared, aren't you?
You better believe I'm scared.
Oh, no posturing? An actual admission of your fright? Oh, you did done fuck up big.
Everin. No games. No nothing. I thought splitting my soul would be enough to protect me. But I can tell you right now, this is all that's left. Every last piece of me has been destroyed.
I know. I took one of them.
I know you did. I
So,
didn't think.
Goading aside, I'm your guest. You're scared. So, what's the whole plan? I'll try not to interrupt again.
No, the more you question now, the better for you to understand what's coming.
Very well. I'm a jury?
You're going to decide my fate.
That is a dangerous game you're playing.
Not just you, but you and your friends will be the jury. You will decide my fate, as the final one to decree it will be Belmire, and the executioner will be your friend Figs.
Oh yeah, that little dagger she's got.
You don't even know what she's become.
I mean, I don't think she knows what I've become. Although I did kind of... Anyway. Alright, so you're being put on trial.
Yes. I thought I had you all. I thought this was my big time, but it's been put under me. I can feel it's coming. My trial.
So should we be expecting something bigger and better than you to come by and collect you?
1, 2, 3, 4, and then you see 1 and 2 wrap around his waist. You see 4 arms wrap around his shoulders, 2 arms wrap around his waist, blue arms that look like a doll's arms. And then the head slowly comes around. There you are. This is when, the first time in eternity, the first time in time existence, that the entity known as Tharizdun feels fear.
Well, good morning, ma'am.
Ah. Hello, Mr. Anderson II.
My reputation precedes me, and Evren bows. To whom am I laying, to whom has blessed me such a beautiful visage this day?
You may call me Ani, and I am what they would have if a certain someone didn't try to erase history. I am what they called an ancient, from before the creation.
Oh. Evren just kind of looks at Tharizdun. Wow, when I said you fucked up big time, I was only half playing around. You really stepped in it.
Little Tharizdun, I sacrificed my body just in case you ever thought to do this, and what do I know? What do you know? You did exactly what we thought you would do.
Now, I do hate to meddle in the affairs of those more powerful than I.
The doll
Considering
cocked
that's
its
his,
head.
considering that's his entire MO, that's a big BS. But, well, I mean, I'm kind of, quote-unquote, his guest, and I really would prefer not to be downgraded to prisoner, so if I may politely ask you not to do anything drastic.
Oh, I do apologize. I just wanted to see him with my own eye, to see if he really was this cocky to be right here this whole time.
And a lovely eye it is, ma'am, and apparently, yes, he is that cocky.
We will be talking soon. I'll let you have the time right now, Tharizdun. You were so close. You almost had everything you wanted, but you got greedy. Tharizdun's eyes are just wide. We'll be seeing you soon. And she disappears in an explosion of sparkles. You see, I'm not lying to you, Everin.
No. She's cute. In a eldritch being older than time that could probably destroy me with but a thought kind of way.
Everin, I understand the crimes I've committed. I'm not getting out of this, but if I can ensure what I have worked for is protected.
And what exactly did you work for?
The cluster.
The cluster. You mean the cluster that was attacked by the Celestials after you broke the cosmology wheel, after hijacking my father's body? His complicity and willingness aside, he is dead and you stand in his shoes.
I cannot deny that what I did has sent me down my own downward spiral, that I ensured my own downfall. But you can ensure that everyone doesn't have to be sacrificed, that you all are not punished for my sins.
I mean, that should be obvious since we've all been fighting against you. Still, knowing that you're apparently not the big bad, and that there is a larger problem at hand, I'm going to do what I do best. Cause problems.
And the cell door opens, and there's Harry. Tharizdun tumbles over himself backwards in fear of you, Harry.
I think Harry raises an eyebrow at that.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Slow. Deep breaths.
Please.
And who might you be, sir, who comes to me in my prison cell?
Don't hurt me.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Harry, please. I didn't do anything to you, please. Harry, Tharizdun crawls up to you and is hugging your leg, pleading to you.
Once again, I can't remember how much Harry should know of all this.
You know, Tharizdun is the guy who's been making everyone's life hell.
He's also the one responsible for almost destroying the world the last time, and
ensuring having you being kidnapped and put in the experiments, the bomb that killed your father. Tharizdun.
Also, the one you crashed the ship into.
Right up his ass.
That one. If he can be trusted. Hello, Harry. My name is Everin Anderson II. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Everin. 1 second. And he gestures back to his tabaxi friend and goes, "Hand me the stick."
Uh-oh.
He does a little bow as he happily hands you the stick, with it just like resting in his two open palms.
Harry
Your beating
takes
stick, my liege.
Oh no, it's even worse than that.
No, I'm talking about the tabaxi's, pose.
He does something that's truly evil, but not like. Well, I guess not that evil. Considering he pokes him in the ass with the stick.
Okay, I was wondering if we were going for a Hitler pineapple situation here.
Guess what? Tharizdun doesn't fight back. He goes, "You can." Sorry, listeners, I have to because of the seriousness of the situation. You can shove 1,000 sticks into me. Please, destroyer, don't hurt me.
I'm thinking the her that he's whining about is a one-eyed, four-armed, blue, rather well-endowed, young-looking woman who is older than life itself. And by life, I mean universally so.
You've become her dog of war.
Woof.
I can see in... Please.
What? Wait. That was the figure that I saw, right?
Yep. Ani.
Yeah, and Ani, I guess I'm supposed to be the spear that protects the wheel. It's been a weird forever now.
Oh, you
wiggle,
have...
I think he takes out he pulls his goo arm out of the sleeve and like wiggles it around like one of those inflatable tube men.
Okay. That's a thing.
As you do the wacky, wavy, inflatable tube arm thing, multiple portals split open, and chains come and they snap onto Tharsdoon's wrist and then onto his neck and on his waist.
Well, we're just Grand Central Station here. Excuse me, portals. Who are you?
Listen to Master.
And who might this master be?
They shine a light. The lights shine in the direction of Harry.
Wait, I didn't say anything.
Harry, you're wearing some badass armor now. So the way this armor looks, the front chest plate has like a massive spike coming off of it. And the pauldrons also have it looks like a curved horn coming off the sides of them. And it has like a larger torso. And how your body's filling up this armor, you don't know, but you ask no questions. And then the bottom half of the armor has like a spiral aesthetic to it. Like the metal is twisting and twirling in a spiral. And it goes off to where the point of the metal boots go and curve upwards. And then your helmet, it kind of looks like a lion and a wolf head put together, but you can pull the mask up. And the back of the helm has like a massive black mane that comes off of it.
And I thought my father's crow armor, vulture armor, was excessive.
I feel like Harry tries to adjust the pants part of it. It's chafing.
You know, I hate to leave you in such a confusing time such as this, but yeah, I'm not really feeling the whole guest thing here, so I'm just gonna leave. I have trouble to cause, and an existence to save.
Oh my god, this is all going so. You guys are saying this is all so perfect to where I can't wait for this to go. So,
I mean, not to ruin Kat's earlier thing, but I kind of had my idea. No, I had my own idea of how Everin's just gonna bounce.
This is going to all be set up perfectly and beautifully because now, finally, as I set this up, Phoenix, we come back to that moment with Phoenix.
Okay.
Bellmeyer, you're heading towards the cells. And then this is when everything around you starts to distort.
Oh, I do not like this.
And dysmorph around you. And your clothes start to change and glow to where you're having this gown that seems like it never ends and it's just glowing white. And you have a gavel in your hand.
And gavel's the thing judges.
Yes.
The judge hammer.
And so you're in the judge desk that you're floating at. It's just on what looks like an asteroid, and you're just peering out into you can literally see all the multiverse. There's different cracks, and each different viewing portal is another multiverse, is another plane. And in front of you on multiple different in the middle asteroid with multiple chains pinning him down with two spears embedded in his palms, holding them down into the asteroid, and then another spear embedded into the back of his feet. And he's just crouched there looking up as Tharsdoon in the middle asteroid.
Bellmeyer pinches the bridge of her nose. Oh, so it's starting, is it?
And then in the jury section, we have the doctor. Thankfully, it's just the seer. the Oracle was transported back to Jerry. Ani doesn't play games. She makes sure that little ones are protected. So
Well, that's good at least.
So we have the Doctor, the Seer, well, and of course, well, this is weird because it should be Everin, but Everin's not there.
Where is Everin?
I
We're gonna
cannot
come to.
trial
We're
without
gonna
full-
come to. We'll come to. We'll find out where Everin is because Ani liked the cut of your jib of your what idea you have there.
All right,
Because
okay, first of all, let answer Phoenix's question.
Yes,
we were
Phoenix.
kind of talking
I
over each other. Apologies.
I cannot do a trial without a full jury, and so I'm refusing to do one unless I have my three.
Oh, don't worry. I'm just painting the scene because we're coming close to the end of the session.
Okay.
So don't worry. I'm just painting everything up. So our jury is because standing next to the judge bench is of course your bailiff. It is Harry, but he's wearing that magnificent armor, the armor of the Destroyer.
Okay.
But what makes it very interesting, because also to the other side is Sephi.
Okay.
And then floating above you all looks like Figs, but she's unconscious. And she looks like her whole body is glowing and kind of has like an energy cocoon slowly forming around her.
Oh dear.
And there's a crown on her head that is just shooting and emitting massive light.
Okay.
And this, dear listeners, is going to be the start of the trial as Everin, you are actually at the High Elf Castle as Bastion's army has slowly taken over, and you're right there in front of Bastion as he's sat down in the throne. Everin?
I like what you've done with the place. And scene.
And I couldn't have said it better than myself. Yes, scene, and we will join back in with all this insanity, dear listeners, in the next exciting episode of Romance of the Ship Kingdoms. So until the next one, dear listeners, goodbye.